One of the best weapons to choose as a first timer is hammer. The weapon is a bit slow, but the thunks and the KOs that it gives helps so much in a team setting and if you're just playing by yourself. The moveset's fairly basic. The combos are very satisfying to pull off. Your mobility isn't too shabby either. Though this is a great weapon to start with, the skill ceiling is really quite high. You can tell the difference between a decent hammer user and a great hammer user. So, as always, we'll go over the style and what you need to be kind of aiming to do with specific weapons. Hammer being a blunt weapon, of course you're going to be hanging out around the head of your enemies more often. More headshots, more KOs, more free damage for everyone involved. It's pretty simple. Let's dive in and see what we have going on for us with Hammer and Wilds. The first combo that we're going to be going over with Wilds is very simple. It's just triangle, triangle, triangle. It gives you a little nice upswing as well. If you're moving, you're going to be doing a side swipe, overhead, golf swing. This golf swing is very handy, mainly because it can do an offset attack. If you don't know what an offset attack is yet, basically what an offset attack is whenever you are in the middle of that upswing, for example, if an enemy is hitting me as I swing up with this, I will essentially parry them and knock them down. Now, there is an internal cooldown on knocking them down. You can't just keep doing it over and over. But I will say that doing it on hammer is not the easiest. But to help you, there's two different offsets with hammer. One is this upswing from the triangle, triangle, triangle combo. You can hold this upswing for about 2 to 3 seconds. And that kind of can buy you a little bit of time to kind of wait in preparation and then boom, get that offset attack. Once you do get it, you can follow up for even more KO damage. Very, very nice combo to be kind of just using in general. You will boost your damage a little bit more by using the R button. If you hold R2, you're going to start charging. A lot of people, instead of doing their typical triangle, 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 they're going to start it with R2 charge 1 into the side swing, then triangle, triangle, triangle. So it looks like R2, let it go, triangle, 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 triangle. As you can see, I held my direction to the right there. I didn't know you would actually move that much, but you can see just how much you can move each swing. You do like a little side step. It's pretty nice. Now, a lot of combos in this game with hammer can chain into spinning bludgeon just by inputting triangle and circle after a combo. So after you swing 3 or 4 times in a circle, you can input triangle with a spinning bludgeon and you'll do a nice juicy golf swing, which is also an offset attack. Now, I don't know if we can do that here. Oh yeah, you can actually do it right here. So yeah, almost everything, if you hit triangle and circle at the end of a combo, you go into this. And when you let that go, swing, you go straight up into the air with it. This offset, by the way, I just want to throw this out there. It's one of the harder things to do. I've only managed to land it like 2 or 3 times. It's kind of tough. But, you know, with play makes practice, makes perfect. So just keep at it. You'll get there eventually. Charging with R2 will also give you a bit of an extra oomph. There's 3 different charges to this, granted by holding R2 longer. So there's the level 1, just hitting R2 1 time and you get that. There's holding it a little bit longer and you get this little charge upswing. This thing is amazing. This is what you're going to be using when you're hunting for heads in the game. Like that, the KO damage on that is absolutely insane. And you can follow it up as well. So it gives you a little bit of a push forward and you go upswing and then you get triangle out of that. And then you can go in spinning bludgeon if you just so desire. There's lots of different things you can do with that. But this is a lot of hammer users' bread and butter. Now, the level 3 to this basically just gives you something called Charge Big Bang. So if you let go of R2 or hit triangle, as you can see in the top right, you'll do this. Just a big hit. It's kind of nice, but I use it sparingly. But I do use it from time to time. In World, it was a bit better because you could chain your clutch claw into it. But, you know, we're not playing World, we're playing Wilds. Don't have access to that anymore. Now, another thing you can do from a level 3 charge is something new. This is called the Mighty Charge. If you can see in the top right, using triangle and circle at the same time with this will let you just start rocking out. Now, aside from looking amazing, you can keep this going for a very, very, very long time. You can even spin yourself around if you use the claw method on your controller with focus. But you can keep this as long as you have stamina. When you let go of this bad boy, shabam, you do some nasty, nasty damage with this. So it's just something cool that you can do. It does some really good damage. It can actually chain, and I'll have some footage of that pretty soon with a hunt that I did in preparation of this video. You can actually see that you can chain this off of your circle big bang. Now, I haven't gotten into circle attacks yet, but when a monster is generally down, you're going to run to the head of the monster and just keep using circle. Now, I can't really showcase it right here because you have to hit the target to continue the big bang. This goes up to 5 swings. Now, to get it to go into this little glorious mighty charge, on your 4th swing, you're going to hit triangle and circle at the same time. And then you can whip this bad boy out and get an extra big bang at the end of that combo. So much like the greatsword, there's no real gauges to keep up with. It's just a basic sea monster hit monster. It's a very simple weapon that brings out the big hits. It's very, very, very fun to play. And just make sure that you're paying attention to the top right of your screen when you're playing. Because if you do, you can see tons of different combos we haven't been over that you can chain into. It's really a cool, fun weapon to dig into. Now, the combos I did tell you about, these are some of your bread and butters that you're going to be using over and over again. But, hey, play your playstyle, do your thing, knock them out the way you need to knock them out. Another thing I'll note, if you are charging with R2, one thing you can do is something called charge step. It costs a little bit of stamina, but if you're in trouble and you want to keep your charge, you can hit circle and you will hook shot your way to safety. Or maybe you need to hook shot and get up to a monster's face to give it a big bonk. All up to you. Hopefully this basics guide will help you get started on your way to KOing everything. There's a lot of advanced things that you can do with cliffs and such, and when you can manage those attacks properly, hammer really does shine gloriously. We didn't go over any cliff attacks or anything of that nature, but they're there. Maybe not to its fullest advantage right now until we get some aerial decorations or things like that. But hammer is very, very, very good. Now, every week until release, I'm going to be releasing a basics guide video for different weapons. All 14 until the game releases on February 28th. If you'd like more, subscribe to the channel. We'll be posting Monster Hunter content, short form and long form, on the channel for a while to come. Thank you for watching, and good luck on your hunts.